Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Seahawk Talk on this glorious Thanksgiving Eve. I am Joe Stevens with Seahawk Talk. To my left is Zach with Zach Talks Hawks. How are you doing
I'm
today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pumped to be here. We get to talk about a win. Maybe
hmm
maybe throw some controversial Thanksgiving hot takes out there. Maybe we can talk about favorite
I
side
don't.
dishes and whatnot.
I'm not a. I don't really. I'm not a really controversial Thanksgiving eater. I just kind of eat what everybody makes. I'm not.
That's
I'm not
fair.
one of those guys. I don't know. Do you have like? Are you like a big cranberry sauce guy? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean,
What's your
like
deal?
I am a big like cranberry sauce out of the can, like the jelly kind of guy. So I
That's
I
the
hate
only way it can be.
I hate sweet potatoes. That's my big thing.
Yeah, me too. Think we're on the same page.
There we go. All right, all
That's
taken care of.
that's really about it. Um, big weekend. Um, why don't you go ahead and say your Thanksgiving plans?
Yeah. Tomorrow we're not doing much of anything. Just trying to get everybody's schedule all lined up. We landed on Saturday, and we're gonna have a big get together here with my family. But tomorrow will be I have some work stuff I need to do, and then um, hanging out with the family. Got to watch Charlie Brown Thanksgiving with the kids, so that'll be a definite to do tomorrow, and football. So it'll be a great day.
This might be controversial. I kind of like the Macy's Day Parade. I don't know if that's
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I'm always up super early. Ever since I've even been a kid, I always just get up super early on the weekends. So that's always like the first thing on TV. It starts at like 6 a.m. my time. So I'll throw that on in the background, just like play on my phone or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. My kids are getting old enough now where that could be like a big thing for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was on in our house tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'm looking really quick. Okay, so I guess there's gonna be one game tomorrow, college football game at 4:30, Navy in Memphis. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to play a couple college games in there too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
I,
a Thanksgiving hot take or whatever.
it'd be cool to have like the Army Navy game on Thanksgiving. I think that would be neat.
Yeah, but you can't. They won't give up. They're not going to give up like they're the
Well,
only team that
yeah.
plays next weekend. So,
Yeah.
but I get it. Maybe do Maction Thanksgiving. Those guys do it on like Tuesdays. I don't know if you ever catch a Mac game on a Tuesday
Yes.
night.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I'll just turn on, watch people I've never heard of ever, not even like their
And never
coaches'
will
names.
again.
Yeah, maybe exactly. So,
Watching Akron lose their 400th game in a row. And yeah, it's,
the Gray Field, Eastern Michigan.
yes.
Uh, yeah, so maybe make it a Maction Thanksgiving. I feel like that would work. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, yeah,
I can't
Maction and
can't be giving out
Max.
all this. I
Trying
can't
to.
go ahead.
I'm trying to get like a witty pun there. I'm stuck between like mac potatoes
Yeah, that's
and
pretty good.
yeah, like mac and cheese. Well, mac and cheese probably it's not really like a Thanksgiving thing, right?
I
So
don't know. Just yeah, I don't know. Don't We can't talk about this too much because they're gonna try to steal my idea. Take credit for it all themselves. Thank you, Jason. Other random guy you don't know would be Zach. So
been here doing this a while.
yeah, over a year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, uh, Thanksgiving, I'm just going over the in-laws, and then Saturday, big day for the dogs. Got my favorite sweatshirt on.
Yes, sir.
gonna roast some duck before the game. Be out there. Yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. Then the Seahawks game I might go to with my cousin or uncle. Sorry.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, not sure. This is the uh this is the only other one that I don't have tickets to because the Huskies obviously play on Saturday. But
Mm,
yeah, let's get into the game.
yeah. So Seattle, I mean, went to Nashville, beat up on the Titans for about 3 quarters, and then wanted to go home. And so that's the game.
Yeah, so that's funny. I called my friend during this game, and it was during the third quarter, and I was like, it was kind of boring because, like, you knew they were gonna win. I mean, even when they lined up for the onside kick, you're like, okay, this is just for show, right? They covered the spread, whatever. I was like, just get out of here, everybody healthy. You know, look forward to. We'll talk about it. Maybe a worse team in Minnesota this week. So it isn't a big gauntlet um, these 2 weeks. What were your impressions from the game? They obviously got the running game going for the first time in a while, but
Yeah, it was a good bounce back game for Sam. He managed to only take 1 sack the whole day, so offensive line played pretty good and opened up the run lanes. 4 guys had over 100 yards rushing on the day. JSN continues to be the story on this team, where 8 catches, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, 10 targets,
mhm.
and then nobody else really plays football in the wide receiver core for the Seahawks. I guess you don't really need to when JSN's doing the stuff that he's doing. Uh, it's wild. I just cannot fathom just a more special year. He broke the single season reception yardage for a Seahawk, and we are not even close to the end of the year. So that feels pretty good.
I was
And
being a smart ass. When they brought that up, I had some friends over for the game. They brought up that JSN passed DK, and I go, yeah, but JSN did it in a 17 game season. DK did it in a 16 game season.
yeah, the defense played pretty well. They're pretty thin at linebacker,
no, no
but
kidding.
they're just scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. But man, I I loved what I saw. Drake Thomas was laying the lumber most of the game,
Mhm.
and that was really cool to see him fly around the field, and just a good game. Like they did exactly what they needed to do on the road. Harsh, 10 a.m. start for them technically. So
Let's
um,
quit. Let's quit with that. We are so
hey,
good on the
I'm just
East
I'm
Coast.
just saying, it's hard. And
When Mike Holmgren was the coach, it was an excuse. We sucked at 10 a.m. starts. Um, Ever since Pete Carroll took over, not that he's an East Coast guy. I mean, he came from USC, but really, ever since Pete took over, that's not a factor for us. The 10 a.m. starts.
but it turned out to be a good game. So uh, yeah, what are your thoughts leaving the day?
Basically, what you said, kind of did what we needed to do. The score looked a lot closer than it was, and you'll get these people online pissed that we gave up a touchdown, to make it a 6 point game. It's the NFL. Style points don't matter. Um, we just went in there, took care of business. I think the first drive you texted me and said,
They were a little slow.
"This, I have a feeling this is the New York Giants game from last year," and I was like, "No." I'm assuming you didn't feel that way by halftime. I think we were up 30-10 in the third quarter. Um, and then yeah, that one thing I will say about the Titans is we should have sacked him like 10 times, Cam Ward. There was one play specifically, I don't even remember when it was in the game, where DeMarcus Lawrence, I mean, had him basically down, and he found the tight end, and that guy went for like 20 yards. But yeah, guys, I haven't really seen him since he played at Washington State, to be completely honest. And boy, he's elusive.
Yeah, he's special. I mean, he needs a team, and he'll take a few years, I think. But he's if he can survive, I think he'll be a really, really nice piece there in Tennessee. So I'm excited for that fan base. They haven't had anything in a long, long time. So he was
No,
exciting.
Mariota threw himself a touchdown pass in the playoffs that one year. I
Yeah.
think it was 2017. That's about the most memorable thing that the Titans have done since, I mean, really since Steve McNair. I think they had a really good record when Vince Young was their quarterback one year. I think it was 2009. But then that team wasn't a 13-3 team.
So, yeah, I think great game. Did what they needed to do. You're going to have a very similar game here this week. So just take care of business, keep stacking wins, and move forward. So I'm excited for what's to come this week. Obviously, injuries are going to be a huge factor in this game. You mentioned with JJ McCarthy. So if you want to move on with the injury report, I guess I got the list up here if you want to hear about it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So Ernest Jones today was listed as a full participant. So
sweet,
hooray, linebackers! Finally, excited to have him back. And Tyrese Knight not even listed on the injury report. So we went from having nobody to two people on a blink of an eye, and
three if you include Drake Thomas.
That's true. That's true. Players who did not participate today due to injury: George Lonnie, Nwosu, and Tayakata out with an oblique. So,
yeah, I kind of heard that about Okada, which
that's a shame.
I forgot to put it in the news, but I mean, I guess we can say it now. Quandre Diggs is back.
Yep, and Cam Akers has just signed. So
yeah, that was a weird one. I haven't heard that guy's name in a while. I'm not complaining about it. I was just like, oh, sweet, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited if Diggs is just there to hang out, then cool. But there are more injuries, so
sorry.
it just keeps rolling. So both Kenneth Walker and Gray Zabel were limited today. Cody White, now a full participant, recovered from his abdomen injury. And somebody that we haven't talked about that I read about on Saturday that has not been a part of our conversation, but will, I think, start to be a part of our conversation here real soon. Defensive end Riley Mills, the 5th round pick out of Notre Dame.
My friend that was over brought that up, and I was like, oh, I forgot we even drafted him.
I forgot all about him, but this was his first practice. He was very limited, but he is designated to return tomorrow from the non-football injury list. So could be getting defensive end help, and at a time where Nwosu is taking a break, maybe this guy gets some rotation there. We know we're pretty deep there, but
Can
never have
too many.
Yeah,
can never have too many defensive linemen. Well, I mean, technically you can if your roster does not allow it, but yeah. I was excited when my friend Kyle brought that up. He was like, "Oh yeah, Riley Mills looks like he's coming back." I was like, "No way!" I actually forgot we drafted that guy.
Yeah,
So
me too.
yeah, pretty gritty guy. D line getting gritty.
um, and then on the other side, you have multiple lineman injuries for the Vikings. That's kind of been their plight all year long is offensive line injuries, which then leads to the J.J. McCarthy concussion injury. We are going to be facing an unfamiliar foe when it comes to playing the Vikings this week.
Anybody?
Yeah, they're. I'm, I don't even know who is this guy's backup, but they're gonna turn to. I think he was undrafted. I know he was from Minnesota, and
Yeah, they said he was undrafted on the radio today.
okay, so Max Brosmere is getting his first NFL start. Oh, what do you have here?
Mm-hmm.
JJ
I was just
McCarthy.
bringing up the
Oh,
JJ McCarthy.
yeah.
JJ McCarthy let 9 loose on Sunday. 12 for 19, 87 yards, 2 picks, 5 sacks.
Brutal.
I'm actually kind of disappointed that we are not getting to see 9 in action because I'm going to be honest, I don't think he's very good.
I don't think he's very good either. It just his big deal with coming out of Michigan was that all he ever did was hand the ball off, and now he's in a system that requires him to make big plays, and it just hasn't happened. He can definitely play the quick, very conservative game, but if you want to go out there and win football games, you're going to have to push the field. And he didn't show that he could do that in college. He's certainly showing he's not able to do that right now. You have to continue to roll with him, but it's just brutal right now. But they turn to the Minnesota kid. So
what's his name again? I'm sorry.
His name is undrafted rookie Max Brosmere.
Okay.
I'm very curious to know who's behind him. Because that's QB3. You have McCarthy, you have McCarthy, then you have Carson Wentz, and then you have this kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering who is their next guy.
I'm looking this up right now.
Not even listed.
Yeah, not listed. Because remember, Wentz was in there earlier this year for 9 when he was so-called hurt earlier.
Well,
and
but
then he tore his ACL. Kind of thinking Minnesota wishes they would have maybe picked up Aaron Rodgers in the offseason.
Should have did it.
Because I believe that's who they who he wanted to go to. I think that was all the reports, and they're like, "No, we're really going with JJ here," and it doesn't seem to be working out. What?
Oh no,
Colt McCoy?
Might as well be. It's John Wolford.
Oh, that's fine. I don't know if you remember that playoff game that Wolford started. He like left early. I mean, if we were playing Jared Goff, who like didn't have a thumb, really is who beat us. Wolford didn't really beat us.
Well, so it's Brosmere and John Wolford going out there for the Vikings this week. Brutal.
Yeah. Any other injuries before we kind of get to the preview, or do you just want to?
Nope.
So I was kind of thinking, this is gonna sound cocky, but I think Sam Darnold could go out there and throw 4 interceptions and we should be just fine this week. I really think this is a worse team than Tennessee right now, just given you have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, but who do you have to get them the ball?
Yeah.
They scored 6 points last week. They're kind of. I had it right before we went on. They've been scoring like 6, 17, 13, 10, 21. I mean, this isn't like a high flying offense, and the Packers held them to 6 points. Imagine what that Seahawks defense can do against these guys.
For sure. And this goes back to strengths versus weaknesses, right? We've been so dominant up front. The Vikings have been decimated at the offensive line. It's been their problem the whole year. I think you're going to be able to get pressure on a guy who hasn't taken an offensive snap with very little effort from anybody else blitzing. I think this will be a game where the guys up front are just going to feast. And I mean, you could luck into the amount of points that Seattle's going to need to win this game.
Yeah.
And be just fine. I totally agree. I think they could have like the wheels fall off and still win pretty handedly.
Yeah, because I don't think people realize this isn't the Seahawks of last year. The Seahawks of last year, I still would have kind of been like, okay, well, we're gonna win this game. Like, not obviously, but we should win this game, obviously. But who knows? The Seahawks this year, there hasn't been a single upset yet. Knock on wood. The games we lost have been to San Francisco, Tampa Bay, when Tampa Bay was hot. I mean, they're not. Oh, how things have changed, right? And the Rams, who between us and them are probably the 1A and 1B, two best teams in the NFC. So the Seahawks haven't had that letdown game. They've been favorites a lot, and they've taken care of business a lot. And I'm not really expecting anything to change on Sunday. I'm expecting us to run the ball again because I don't think Minnesota has a great defense, and I'm gonna Max Brosmer. I'm assuming we're gonna confuse him a little bit.
Just a smidge. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it'll be a good game. A good game for us fans to just relax, have a nice afternoon, and not have to worry about much.
Yeah, it was kind of like, even if it goes kind of like last weekend, I wasn't really worried at halftime. Like I said, when they scored that, I mean, you don't want to give up points, but the drive they gave up at the end of the game, they were just keeping the offense in front of them, chewing up the clock. I mean, it was like a 5-minute drive to end the game. And that's what the Seahawks wanted to do. Obviously, a stop would have been better, but what's the next best thing? Make them chew up the clock and leave.
For sure. So, yeah. I'm pretty pumped that Quandre Diggs got back on the squad and Cam Akers come back to play football, I guess. And I do find it weird. It's just like two random additions that I wasn't quite sure we needed. And here we are. So
could have got Quandre back a week earlier. You had a Titans revenge game, Quandre Diggs revenge game.
We're all about revenge games over here. Absolutely.
I mean, we got a pretty big revenge game this week. I don't think Minnesota, obviously they're not going to say it, but I think if you, what's that experiment the government did on people in like the 70s when they were giving them LSD or stuff, LD, whatever that was, trying to make the truth serum, back in the day.
Oh.
Or trying to hypnotize people. MK Ultra. I think if you MK Ultra everybody in Minnesota, I think they would have much rather kept Darnold or Daniel Jones rather than what they have going on right now.
Yeah. couple
What's
other
up, Eric?
roster
How's
moves.
it going?
Hi, Eric.
Oh, go ahead.
Couple other roster moves. We re-signed Shaquille Griffin back to the 53-man roster, and Patrick O'Connell placed linebacker Chaz Surratt on injured reserve with an ankle injury because he got hurt on I believe, a kickoff return last week.
Yeah.
Myles Gaskin and Jimmy Holiday filled the open practice squad spots. And then it just highlights Riley Mills and his anticipated return. So
Have we talked since we signed Jerry Rice's son on the practice squad? I don't think we have.
I don't think we have. That's exciting.
Sure. I mean, the Huskies' backup quarterback one year was Joe Montana's son, and look how that worked out. You never heard of Nick Montana, have you? So I'm kind of assuming that's what's going to go on with the Brendan Rice signing, but cool, I guess. The cooler thing would be to just get Jerry Rice down here. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe have him talk to JSN a little bit about being the best receiver in the NFL without the size and speed of a prototypical receiver. Maybe that was the goal. Be like, hey, let's get some one-on-one time with these two.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, well, it's going to be a fun week. It doesn't matter who's on the field for Seattle. I think it's going to be a fun week. It's just going to be a pretty easygoing game. So, not much analysis when these teams are this lopsided. And I feel like we've been stuck in the strap now for a couple weeks.
2 weeks in a row, it has been. Yeah, it's kind of like, what are we going to do? Score first and kind of just hope the clock just takes care of itself.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, really, score, get JSN 100 yards, get out of there healthy, go home.
Any other NFL news you want to cover?
NFL news, I got a few. I did the same things last week.
Nice.
Let's see. This one is JJ McCarthy.
I gotta put on my eyeballs. Give me a second.
Oh, I don't know if you saw. Frank Ragnow is actually coming out of retirement. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. I thought that was bizarre. Fine. Did their center get hurt? Is that what?
I don't know. I mean, you had the article. You could have read it instead of just screen grabbing the title.
Yeah, I'm a headline guy.
You're coming at me with the news. Like you're the reporter. You're the field reporter.
You are correct. That is my bad. And just so you know, I haven't didn't really read much. But yeah, no. So I thought that was pretty wild. Hopefully, it goes better than the Connor Williams coming out of retirement, or he didn't even come out of retirement for us. I think he just quite the opposite of the Connor Williams situation is happening right now in Detroit.
For sure. Maybe he's coming back just for the vibes.
Probably. I mean, I feel like the vibes are high in that locker room.
Big vibe guy.
Often. Big vibe energy. All right, we'll move along past that one because I do have no info. Thought this one was pretty cool. Earl's a semifinalist this year for the Hall of Fame, rightfully deserved. I don't think he's going to be. Obviously, he's not going to Hall of Fame this year. It's going to be a while, but I think eventually he gets there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm happy that he's made it this far this year. I think it bodes well that maybe we're not waiting as long as we think. But I think he should be a Hall of Famer. So I'm happy to see him at least get highlighted in this way. I think we've talked about Earl here on the show before about how he's sort of recentered himself and come back to the city. And so it's it's nice to see this kind of momentum continue to go.
Yeah, it seems like. I mean, I followed his new Instagram. His old one was just Earl, but I follow his new Instagram, and it seems like he's gaining weight, which is not a bad thing. I'm assuming he looks happy. He looks like a happy old guy now. That's fine. That's what he should be. You're not hearing anything bad about him in the news. I mean, let's be honest. He was crazy when he played here, but boy, was he the best safety in the NFL for 3/4 of a decade. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of the awards when he was young still were going to Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu, but they were kind of past their prime when he was coming in. So, can't believe we didn't get to this one. More Seahawks news. Best uniforms in the NFL coming to Seattle this weekend. So
I'm pumped.
Are we going to see the action greens this year? Because there's not very many opportunities for them to wear them. And I will be so happy when we don't have to. If we don't see the action green once and we win the Super Bowl this year, you have to admit we can never go back to the action greens.
I would admit that. Yep. I would admit it. If that was holding us back this whole time, then yes.
But I like how they've been doing it. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but it seems like a few primetime games. Well, no, they did. They did against Washington. They've been wearing these instead, and these are the superior. I think they should be the full-time uniforms, especially after Pete left, because it's like, okay, these uniforms really symbolize the Legion of Boom and Pete Carroll. I think it'd be cool if they went to these permanently.
I agree.
Let's see here. We got two more. For all the shit that the 49ers fans were talking about Darnold throwing 4 interceptions against the Rams. I mean, Purdy, the first half, not looking great, throwing 3 interceptions. And Bryce Young not looking great either. I guess it was an interception fest on Monday Night Football. I don't know how much of it you watched. I didn't watch much of it, but that's basically what I got from it.
Yeah, not great, Bob, but they paid him all the money, so it's they're kind of stuck with him.
Both of them. I mean, look, with Bryce Young, I get he's kind of getting a little better, but they traded that much capital to get Bryce Young. They ain't moving on from him anytime soon. And last one, you'll be happy to see Joe Burrow coming back.
Yep.
I think their playoff hopes are I think they have 8 losses. They're 3-8.
Joe did everything he could.
Flacco. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got that one win.
You go out on a limb for a guy, then he lets you down and never wins again for the rest of his career. So,
to be fair, they should have won that game against the Bears.
I know. You tell me. The guy had the game of his life and couldn't win. Gosh, it's so stupid.
You know what I realized too? But cool that Joe Burrow's coming back. We hate or you love. I hate the quarterbacks that you like. I don't know if you've realized that. I just realized that today. Like I was right now when I realized that.
What?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you text me on Sunday. Oh, Daniel Jones getting it done, and I was outside, dude. He didn't, and I was so happy. I was so happy. I don't know. I just not a fan.
I like good stories.
Every quarterback
I'm sorry. I like good stories.
I mean, it's Flacco and Daniel Jones are your two guys.
Not anymore. I got another one.
Who is it? Oh, Kirko.
You,
I'm not a Kirk Cousins guy either. So
yep.
yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about. Is that all your news? Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about what possibly could have been, and in my opinion, should be the play of the year that happened last week. Famous Jameis and his receiving touchdown, stiff arming a man into the ether and twisting and turning and trying to get into the end zone. And he did it. It was great.
His stats were nuts, by the way. In the first quarter, I know the whole game stats don't look as impressive, but it was a classic Famous Jameis first half at least. Because they panned to him and they're like, oh, he's 5 for 7 with 173 yards. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he threw a pick or not, but
no, he didn't throw a pick. I don't think.
My favorite part of that entire game was seeing Russell Wilson out there for the coin toss, thinking, oh man, that's weird. That's a weird predicament you find yourself in. You used to make all your backups do that. I don't think he's back next year. I don't think Russell's with a team.
I don't think so.
Unless it's the Raiders.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Oh.
But I don't think Pete's back there. I don't think Pete's back there either.
Yeah. What a dumpster fire. Yeah. I think this is it for him. So
somebody came on the radio the other day and they were saying they go, you know what just doesn't make sense to me, and they're from California, and the guy goes, what? He goes, if Geno Smith wasn't good enough for you to keep your job in Seattle, why bring him to Vegas and expect he's older and you're expecting him to be better than he was before? And he goes, well, I guess you're right. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I never thought it that way either. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know. Do you see Russell playing anywhere next year? Do you think anybody's that desperate?
No.
I mean, there's some desperate teams, but
yeah, the quarterback class, the only thing that saves them is that this year's quarterback class is super thin. So,
and it seems like every team needs a quarterback almost. It seems like half the league needs a quarterback. And even if they don't, I think you have let's say 16 teams that have a quarterback that, they're really happy with the guy. But there's a lot of teams like the Cardinals with Kyler Murray. They don't want him.
Yeah.
The Vikings, I'm assuming they don't want JJ McCarthy, but they're stuck with these guys. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other news?
Get the picks?
I'm so ready.
Oh, I haven't checked the app.
You ready?
I don't even know I don't know what you did last week.
Oh, I lost. Yeah, let's bring that up to the masses. I did. Let's see. Seahawks Coast2Coast.
I beat you by 2 games.
By 2 games, dude. You got me.
I'm still losing overall, but I beat you by 2 games. How?
Oh, that's lame. You should have beat me by 1. I accidentally didn't pick the Seahawks.
No way.
No, I didn't pick the Titans, but it just says no pick.
Sucks to suck. I'm taking my 2 points and I'm running.
Let's see what else you got me on. You took Dallas and over Philly, which is nuts.
I'm trying to figure out the app. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. I'm here. I got you.
Yeah, we both took the Bills against Houston.
Yeah.
Lost.
Yeah. You know what you lost on? You lost on being a smart aleck, and you took freaking Cincinnati over New England. That'll teach you.
Dude, they almost won.
Nope, but they didn't.
Totally.
But they
Yeah,
didn't.
but they. We both took the Steelers. They almost won. You took the Colts. I took the Chiefs. Dude, Chiefs don't lose to Daniel Jones. Someone took the Cardinals, a divisional foe, and I took the
You
Jaguars.
literally said that would be a toss-up game, and it was.
Never pick a divisional foe.
Well, you picked the
picked
Raiders, so that just makes you silly. So,
well, okay.
Shitter.
Sure, yeah.
Shitter.
Then you got the Cowboys over the Eagles. We both took the Buccaneers over the Rams. In hindsight, that was silly. So,
Yes.
Let's get to this week. Do you want to pull up the picks on your computer? Because I still haven't plugged in that Wi-Fi thing. So
I could tell. But yes, I can do this.
I appreciate the brutal honesty. That was nice.
There you go. All right. Let's get into this week's picks. Got to be on the right week to see what I picked. There we go. All right. Gobble, gobble tomorrow. A few games happening. We have the tradition, Packers at Lions.
Yeah, so I was actually going to bring this up. This is a tradition as old as time is the Lions losing a game on Thanksgiving. So give me the Packers.
I am picking Detroit. I just think that it's going to be different this time. I believe in the Lions offense right now more than I do Green Bay. So,
I don't. Yep. The only reason I'm picking the Packers is because the Lions. I've watched the Lions my whole life lose on Thanksgiving morning. So
it's fair. At the 4:30 window, we have Chiefs and Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs. I don't know. I think they're going to start rolling soon, much to the dismay of my co-host.
Give me Jerry Jones. I'm picking Dallas.
Yeah, he made some comments about some shit today, and I didn't even click on the article. The difference is at least I clicked on the article for Frank Ragnow.
Jerry Jones. You weren't even bothered. You're like, eh.
That's Jerry Jones. I'm like, yeah, it's probably crazy.
It's a Wednesday. Whatever.
Yeah.
Bengals with Joe Cool playing the Ravens for nightcap Thanksgiving.
I'm still going to take the Ravens. I think their backs against the wall, and they have to win more than the Bengals have to win. I think the Bengals season's over.
I also pick the Ravens. I just believe in what they're doing right now. Bears on Friday. This week's weird, isn't it? We have 3 Thursday games. We have a Friday game, and
I kind of wish they had 2 Friday games.
Yeah, me too, and 1 Monday game. So
yeah, the Black Friday game. I'm going with the upset here. Give me the Bears just because they keep winning games for no reason. So I don't know.
They are insane. They're winning close games like nobody's business. I'm picking Philly. I almost picked Chicago, but I think if Chicago wins this game, man, we're gonna be talking a lot about the turnaround the Bears are having right now. So I'll be excited to see if they win. I hope I'm right, but if you're wrong, it'll make if I'm wrong, it'll make for some good talking points, I guess.
Yeah.
Saints playing the Dolphins on Sunday in a game about 35 people will probably watch.
Why not put this like on Black Friday night?
Well, it probably it probably be blacked out and fit the theme.
That's not a thing
Nobody
anymore,
would
dude.
watch.
Mm, uh, Dolphins, I guess.
Yeah, Dolphins. I wanted to believe in Tyler Shuck so bad, but he stinks. Just doesn't have a quarterback name. You got to have a good name.
I agree with that. I think that's a very underrated part of being a professional quarterback.
Yeah, which is why the Vikings are going to suck this week because they got a guy named Brosmere as their quarterback.
Well, yeah.
I don't know anything about him. I just know he's got a goofy name.
Well, I mean, you think of like Joe Namath, Joe Montana, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, and then you hear John David Booty, and you're like, okay, he doesn't really fit in.
Yeah. This is a huge game. 6-5 Houston surging against the 8-3 Colts. This is the first game that these guys are going to face against each other, division rivals, and they're going to play again 2 weeks after this game. So 2 out of the next 3 games for these teams are going to see each other.
Yeah, I think the Colts are pissed, and I think the Texans think they're better than they are, and I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. Texans have really good defense. Colts right now looking more and more one-dimensional every day in their running game. Unfortunately, maybe this is the week where Indianapolis proves the doubters wrong. I'm going to pick Indy. Falcons on the road playing Tyrod Taylor's Jets.
I was going to say this is classic Cousins versus Taylor. It's a classic battle. Give me the Jets. I like the vibes of benching Justin Fields
because it went so well for them last week.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I just knew you were picking the Falcons. So
yeah, I know it's a spite pick, and it worked. It's got me mad. I hope the Falcons win by 100 on Sunday. So, yeah, give me Kirk Cousins. He's old man leading them to the playoffs. It's got to happen. So, Saints on the road playing the Cleveland Shaders.
The 49ers, you mean?
You just grilled me about 15 minutes ago. Never pick a division rival, and here you are picking the 49ers.
No, you said the Saints on the road against the Shaders, and I was looking for the...
Anyway. I'm sorry. 49ers on the road playing the Shaders.
Yeah, I'm taking the Shaders, checking the watch. I mean, let's be honest. He's a mogul. He's legendary, okay? They literally quit playing the fight song for the Colorado Buffaloes so they could play Shador's new rap song. That's the energy this guy brings. And that's why he's going to win. It's going to be just like 2021 when the Browns beat the 49ers.
Give me San Francisco by 100. Browns suck. I'd rather be right. So I'm picking San Fran. Rams on the road playing the Panthers, which, man, a few weeks ago we thought Carolina was on the up and up, but now they're back down to 500.
Really? So I think this is a big bounce back game for Bryce Young and the Panthers.
Oh my gosh, this guy's just going for
it. Dude, I need to hire an Etsy witch to put a hex on the Rams and 49ers. This is the best I'm doing because I don't have an Etsy account. Yeah, give me big Bryce Young against this cocky Rams team.
Yeah, give me the Rams. For very obvious
reasons. I can't figure out why. I just presented a great argument.
Yeah, an Etsy witch for Etsy account you don't have. Jags playing the Titans in a game where 23 people will watch.
How many are going to be in the stands? This is weird. Okay, I think I keep picking upsets this week, but I'm not even joking with this one. I think the way we saw the Titans finish the game on Sunday against the Seahawks, I'm not going to say they win. I'm honestly still going to pick the Jaguars, but I could see this one being closer than what a lot of people think.
I almost picked the Titans for the exact same reason. They played really hard at the end last week. Jags, you never know what you're going to get out of them. Trevor has not looked good most of the year, and I just couldn't bring myself to pick the Titans. But wouldn't surprise me if they won. Give me Jacksonville.
That's literally what just went through my head. I was like, I think I'm going to pick them, and then I'm like, I don't think so.
Arizona playing Tampa Bay.
Okay. I know I said never pick divisional opponents, but I don't think Baker Mayfield plays. The Cardinals are out of the playoffs anyways. We beat them twice. Let's just take the Cards. They're actually an underdog still, I think.
I am also picking Arizona for two reasons. One is for what you said with Baker being out. And two, I need the Buccaneers to lose in order for the Falcons to make the playoffs with Kirk Cousins. So,
and how about Teddy Bridgewater's hair? How disgusting was that?
Ugh, yeah.
I'm all for dreadlocks, dude, but he had the Nico Thorpe going on almost.
Bills playing the 6-5 Steelers.
Yeah, they'll bounce back. The Bills. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm also picking Buffalo. I think the Steelers season's dead. They've given the division lead away, and they had a huge lead and couldn't take advantage of it. So, give me Buffalo. The Raiders playing the Chargers. Pete versus Harbaugh.
I was just going to say, this has to be the new low of the Pete versus Harbaugh rivalry. I thought it was 2014 when we whooped their ass on Thanksgiving. You kind of knew that they were done. But I'm taking Harbaugh. Didn't think I'd ever say that.
Me too. I've wasted too many picks on the Raiders this year. I'm not doing it again. So, give me the Chargers.
The Raiders are going to win just because we both
probably. Broncos playing the Commanders Sunday night.
Broncos.
Ooh, book it. Joe picks a Sean Payton-led team.
Sean Payton and Bo Nix, by the way. Two of my favorite dudes.
Give me Denver as well. It's just Washington's season's been over for a long time. Giants at Patriots on Monday night.
I don't care who's the quarterback for the Giants. I still think the Patriots are going to win. Here we go.
I'm going to do it, buddy. I'm going to do it. Listen, this is my upset, baby. You want to know why? Because famous Jameis, that's why.
I don't think he's going to play. I think it's Dart playing.
No.
Did I just ruined your minute.
No. No.
Sorry. Yeah, it might have ruined your... Might have killed the vibe.
No.
He is a vibe guy too. Is that a shark tooth necklace?
Yeah. Disappointment? That means happiness for me.
You just clicked on the only one that was bad news. And it's a website that no one's ever heard of before.
A to Z Sports. They cover everything.
I
Take
see that.
significant step. Get concerning news.
Sports keto. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Everybody trusts Yahoo News, right?
Let's just pretend that Jameis Winston.
No.
Let's just pretend that Jameis is playing.
If Jameis plays, the Giants win. If Dart plays, the Giants lose.
All right.
Book it.
So you're just gonna make your pick later?
I don't know anymore. It's gonna be locked in. Do I change it? Can I change it before the game?
Oh yeah, you can change it up until kickoff.
Like, before that game. Okay, I gotta remember, because hear it now, internet. I'm dead serious. If famous Jameis plays, the Giants are gonna win. If Dart plays, they're gonna lose. It's freaking famous Jameis. He caught a touchdown pass last week.
Crab leg. It's
crab
crab leg.
He said in his press conference he's hungry for W's. So you gotta give him one. This is how it's gonna happen. Yeah. It's great.
Is this crab legs we're talking about?
Famous Jameis on Monday Night Football. I just want the memes. That's what I'm here for.
Can we be honest? I was talking to my friend about this. If he was a really good quarterback, he would be so annoying. But the fact that he's just kind of like a journeyman guy that's never been like awesome, and he has that personality, makes him acceptable. But if he was like trying to win MVPs and he had that personality, I think I would be very pissed off every time I saw him.
But he's just like, but instead he's like Labrador puppy energy. It's great. It's awesome.
It's great because he's mediocre.
I think a Labrador puppy is the median of all puppies. So there you go.
There's
perfect
a
analogy. Perfect analogy.
Do you want to get to hot takes? Do you have one?
Well, I mean, I think we're both picking these guys, right?
Have you been doing your score predictions on your channel?
I haven't been doing anything on my channel, buddy. I got a new PC though, so
you got this.
I'm excited.
You got this. So we're gonna do a score prediction this week. Seahawks 34, Vikings 13.
I
shot from the hip. By the way,
I'm not gonna lie.
I was not playing that. I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
I'm not gonna lie. You put out a really good score. Let's go. You know what? Let's just go big. Seattle 42, Vikings 10.
My perfect score in all of football is 42-0. I mean, if you score 6 touchdowns and shutout, that's my favorite score of all time.
Really? Wow.
When I was a kid, everybody be like, "What do you think the score is going to be on?" 42-0. You know, we take care of business.
Yeah, I think it has great potential to just be a runaway game. So,
that's and from what I'm seeing right now on my phone, Sam Darnold has actually climbed on the NFL's quarterback index. So take that for what it's worth.
Book it.
Any hot takes, dog?
Famous Jameis is going to win Monday Night Football.
Oh, okay. Mine will probably be that you're going to have to wait for next week because I really don't think I have one. I just want everybody to have a great Thanksgiving. Not really a hot take, but the Dogs are going to win by 7 on Saturday.
I hope so.
That's just me being cocky. That's just me being way too confident going up against a team that's way better than we are. But you know what? If there's one team that can beat Oregon, it's Washington, just because of the rivalry. So
Absolutely.
Arkansas got a coach, by the way.
I know.
We didn't even talk about that.
That's okay.
All right. Well, I hope everybody has an awesome Thanksgiving, and we will see you next Wednesday.
See you, everybody.
Bye.